dilemma. Please welcome Skit Guys.
It has been chaos outside everywhere. You see, Caesar has issued this decree that everyone in the land should be counted. Everyone has come back to their hometowns to register, and Bethlehem is packed with people. I've never seen anything like this before. The vendors are out selling like mad. The economy has never been better. Quite amazing, I tell you. It would take a miracle to top what I have seen in Bethlehem over these past few weeks. A complete miracle. I couldn't even begin to describe what it would take to top this. We are going to call it the Holiday Inn, but I just didn't have the same ring to it. There was a couple who came late last night. They have made a lasting impression on me. The two looked very tired. I was on the front porch with my wife, and they came up to us. The girl was on this donkey. She said to me, "Sir, we are very tired. Can you please find a place for us to stay at your inn?" I told them, like I told the people before them, I was sorry, but there was just no room here. She looked at me and said, "You don't understand. My husband has been on foot all this time. We've been traveling 85 miles, and we are very exhausted. Don't you have anything?" Now, please know I'm a businessman first. Always have been. But I couldn't do anything. Bethlehem was packed. So when I say to you, I was about to tell them to leave for the second time, don't think me rude. Then I realized something that had totally passed me by. The young girl, she was pregnant. I knew right then I couldn't leave them out in the cold that night. I started to think where I could put them. The only place I could think of was in the barn. My mother would roll over in her grave if she knew I was thinking of sending someone there. It's full of stench, manure, animals, hay. No place to put two people, but it's all I had. So I said to them, "You can have the barn. There's nothing else I can offer. It's yours if you want." They both smiled and said, "Thank you." They started to walk off, and the gentleman turned around and said, "God bless you." Then looked at his wife, smiled, put his hand on her stomach and said, "Because he's about to bless you." I tell you, there was something different about them. If you only could have seen the way that he treated her, the way they treated each other. It was such a sight to see. I've tried to think of a word to describe this couple. The only word that seems to run through my mind is kind of a quirky word. We don't hear the word very often. But it's the only word that seems to fit, the word holy. Yes, holy. That is the only word that can describe what I witnessed that day. Holy. They were just different.
Howdy!
Pardon me?
Could you describe your rooms to me, please?
Pardon me?
I need a place to sleep. What have you got?
I have no room here at the inn. Everything is completely full.
You're telling me the whole census thing. I mean, I wasn't going to come at all, but my CPA said I had to, so here I am.
You're out of luck here, ma'am.
Come on, you must have some rooms vacant. I have money. But more importantly, I did not read the sign wrong.
What sign? I turned off the vacancy sign about an hour ago.
The star. I've been following the star for the past half hour. It's so bright. I swore it meant vacancy. I guess it meant unvacancy. I mean, look at it. It's shining all over your inn. Well, really your barn. But you wouldn't put people in your barn, would you?
No, not even a pregnant woman I would put in
What?
the barn.
Really?
Nothing. Keep talking, keep talking.
Well, you must have something for me.
All I can offer you is a cup of coffee.
No, it'll keep me up. Believe it or not, I get a little wired with caffeine.
It's decaf. Drink up.
Are you sure? Good cup of joe. I wish I had some. Ooh,
Bread?
Bread. Boy, being on the road makes you so hungry. Worked up an appetite. Manna. It tastes great. Where did you get this?
Like it, you do. Got it from an old man Moses down the street. He has a slew of them if you get hungry in the morning.
It's good. But I could do without the butter. Trying to watch the weight.
It's not butter. It's a butter substitute.
It tastes like butter.
It's not. It has half the calories and half the fat of regular margarine.
I can't believe it's not butter.
It's not butter.
Okay, so where should I lay my head tonight?
Well, let's see. There's a motel down the street. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Motel 6. The 6 motel down the street.
Oh, the Motel 6?
Yeah, the one with the lights on.
Well, I'll be going now. Merry Census.
I'm sorry, what?
Merry Census. I'm working on a new catchphrase. What if that star had a sorry. This is going to be one of the biggest days in history. It's setting commerce on its feet. People are making money like never before. Merry Census. I've trademarked it and everything.
I like it. Merry Census.
You owe me $1.
She followed that star. What if it did mean something? What if that star had a purpose? It does seem to be lighting up my barn quite a bit. It's so big. I've truly never seen anything like it before. All right, Stuart, get a hold of yourself. There is nothing special about a star. That's just crazy.
Crazy. Crazy. This is crazy.
Pardon me?
I know what's going on in your barn, inside your barn. I've been inside your barn.
You smell like my barn.
That's the sheep dip. I am a shepherd.
Oh, how did you know about my barn?
The star. The star says it all. That this angel-like thing, I was minding on my own business, taking care of my sheep, when all of a sudden, there was this angel, and I was, And then he said to me, "Fear not."
Then what?
What?
After the whole and fear not.
Oh, yeah. Then the angel said, "I bring you good news of great joy that will be for all people. Today, in the town of David, a Savior has been born to you. He is the Christ, the Lord. And this will be a sign to you. You will find the baby wrapped in a cloth, lying in a manger. Then more angels showed up, and I still had the spots on my eyes. And we followed the star here. And just as we get here, voila, there was a baby, just like they said.
How do you know all that?
It's etched in my brain. I cannot help but tell everybody. Oh, by the way, they named him Jesus. Gotta go.
Merry Census.
Merry Census.
So the girl had a baby. This crazy shepherd thinks an angel spoke to him. I mean, there are people like this shepherd that are trying to see God in everyday life. But for me, the only way I could believe it, if God would appear in the flesh. Now that would take a miracle. Some people see miracles every day. and I keep looking for one.
Miracle, the star.
What if the star is guiding some weary traveler tonight? I think it would take a very wise man to answer that question.
Is this the place?
The place?
Yes, the place. The place, come on. I haven't got time to waste.
All right. Don't be in such haste. What's in the case?
The case?
The case.
I guess this is the place.
Your name?
Reuben Solomon Einstein King.
King Stewart.
You can call me Rue.
You can call me Stu.
Here's my business card. I deal with impossibilities.
Impossibilities?
That's my job.
All right. What's in the case?
A barrage.
A barrage of what?
A barrage of bulk.
What kind of bulk?
Expensive bulk.
For whom?
For the baby.
The baby?
The baby in the barn.
The baby in the barn? How do you know about the baby in the barn?
Followed the star.
The star?
I followed the star to the baby in the barn in Bethlehem.
You followed the star to the baby in the barn in Bethlehem. The star, the baby, impossible.
That's my job.
Okay, Rue. No more barotting around. What's your beef?
Can I bounce a secret off you?
I couldn't think of anything but handing him a Tic Tac while he was...
Tasty and only 1.5 calories per mint.
Bingo!
I won't lie to you. I'm going to be straight with you. I'm going to be frank. I'm going to be candid. I'm going to be Kurt. I'm going to be Captain Kirk. I'm not going to pull the wool over your eyes. I'm just going to lay all my cards on the table.
Get on with it, Rue.
All right, Stu. The baby in the barn.
What about the baby in the barn?
The baby in the barn is the Son of God.
The baby in the barn is the Son of God?
Yes, the Son of God.
Impossible.
That's my job.
To think I left the Messiah out in the cold last night.
Ooh, I hate to be you.
Rue, I have to ask you a question. How did it happen?
She said yes, and God made the impossible possible. Well, it's time for the banquet.
What banquet?
The banquet for the baby in the barn.
Right, Mr. King. I must tell you, you are a very wise person.
Wise man, I like that.
Shucks, it's nothing.
If 2 of my partners come, I'm in the barn. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Merry Census.
What's that?
The census, the biggest register this town has ever seen. It will change history. Merry Census.
No, the biggest thing is in that barn. You should call it Mary had the Christ child in a barn after following a star all night day. I've got to make that shorter.
Paper.
Born in the barn.
It's starting to happen. I guess if God can work through me, he can work through anyone. Soon Bethlehem will be waking up. They will be wanting food in their stomachs, and they will rush around their own little world, and they won't even realize that a Savior just entered the world. What a night, a silent night, yes, even a holy night. Sleep while you can, child, because your work is just about to begin. My work is about to begin as well. I've got to run this in